Alright, we are back. You guys can unmute yourselves. Oh, I forgot I had this other nice little scene of like cyberpunk Seattle I could have been using while doing all the shopping.
Nice.
Now he sets up the ambiance.
So after
No,
an evening of shopping, you guys all go to your respective places, homes, loved ones, whatever.
Well, Kurt comes home with me.
Oh my!
Whoa.
Shower.
Shower scene.
That's right.
Urson has cut off the door and retreats back to the flatbed.
No trolls allowed.
Okay.
Carry such a burden. At around 6 a.m., you get a rude awakening in the form of an incoming call on your comlinks from Jeremiah Red. You see, he's starting a multi-call with the rest of the crew.
Do we have to answer?
If you want to continue the adventure, yes.
We all go back to sleep.
Yeah.
and
It's sleeping time. Can you call back later?
This better be important, Red.
Red sounds
Urson
angry.
hangs up like 3 times before he takes his name.
There's like beep beep boop beep. Like, god damn it. You need to just be like at somebody's house hearing things. Yeah. Red sounds anxious and alert despite the early hour. Bad news, chummers. The night crew I left to guard JT's never checked in. I just got a frantic call from Lapis, but I could barely make out any words before I heard shouting and got cut off. I need you all to get down to JT's right away.
Due to all the static, Ursa hears Lupus.
A wolf? I'll kill him.
Look, I'm already there. I chose to sleep in JT's bed.
No, you did not. You were not sleeping in JT's bed.
I don't want to sleep in the streets.
Well, you should have picked a better lifestyle.
I couldn't. I spent all my money already.
So how do you guys want to get to JT's?
Urson says, sounds good. Falkirk mounted up, I'm already in the car.
Shotgun!
Yeah, I found some empty apartment in her building that I could squat in for the night.
You're squatting, nice.
So yeah, I'll meet Ursa downstairs or down by the car.
Yeah, I'm coming downstairs too.
I'm going to use Lyft.
And I am not happy.
So are you all in the taking the truck?
3
No,
of
I'm
us
using
are
Uber.
at work.
Saren's using Uber, I guess.
Uber or Uber Black?
Alright, Uber Black.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know how much taxi rides even cost in this world, but it's going to cost you something, which I'm going to come up with right now if that's what you want to do.
Eh,
I have to. There's no other way.
Oh, we'll pick you up, Saren.
Oh, thanks.
He doesn't even ask. He's like, I don't know how to get there. If only I knew people that were going there too.
If only I had friends.
You'll have to sit in the bed with me.
Yep.
And I get awful handsy.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with a drive skill, aren't I?
Yeah, you're driving.
Yeah.
You're absolutely driving.
Alright, well,
And
there's
I'm
not...
in the bed.
Shotgun.
You guys get to JT's without any resistance on the way, so no tests involved, and you...
Did I at least get a cup of coffee? Because I'm liable to shoot people.
We stopped for coffee. We stopped for coffee.
You wanted to stop for coffee?
We absolutely stopped for coffee.
Well, I'm going to get McDonald's breakfast while we're at it.
Alright.
Like, this is urgent, but it's also 6 a.m.
Yes.
Do we need to take off 5 new yen for that stop?
I will delete 5
5 new yen. This is a dystopian cyberpunk, sir. That coffee is, first of all, caffeinated like Soylent, and second of all, probably costs 8 times what it costs today.
What? Fine, I bought a round of coffee for everybody.
100 new
That's
yen for the
more
round
like
of coffee.
Alright. There.
Thanks,
You guys are
Malcolm.
all super
How-
alert
The
now.
best.
If that's how much basic drinks cost, how am I living? I don't understand how I'm
Great
feeding
water.
myself.
There's like a nutrient fungus growing in your troll skin
Mmm.
that you munch off of.
100
That
yen
makes
plus
sense.
50 more than 10 miles guaranteed safe arrival. That's good. I need to come up with good route rolls. I'm going to assume you guys can make it there generally unmolested in this early morning hour. You remember the way to get to JT's. You guys have been here before. So I've already plopped you here. You should see, hopefully, the truck as well as yourselves. Make sure everybody can move around, and I've set that up correctly. I think it's always soy calf. I'm not going to let them drink
Yeah.
coffee. So everybody can move.
Oh no, mine had better be fully caffeinated.
Oh, there are icons. I would
Yeah.
scroll to the right part. Yep.
I think...
Alts is liable to shoot people without coffee at 6 a.m.
There's the truck. Okay. Alright, so you guys pull back up to JT's. You arrive at JT's Automotive just as the sunrise would normally be hitting the horizon, if not for the perpetual cloud cover on this cloudy day. JT's looks pretty much how you remembered it, through the front door. Though the front door is closed, you can see that the keypad is still torn apart, and the lock disengaged. In the car yard, the gate of the fence is ajar, and you can spot the armored car, the armored truck inside as a stark contrast to the rusted and half-gutted vehicles filling the yard. Two figures are huddled inside the open back of the truck, along with a few crates. Let me reveal that area. So you guys can see through the chain link fence here.
We do see it's our people, though, right? Like that is okay. Yeah, it's not.
From what you can tell, you see an elf woman that matches the description of Lapis, and you see a young man that you don't think you recognize. Are you guys approaching them, or how are you doing? What'd you say?
Have him put on the mask so we can recognize him.
Put on the mask, yeah, the gas mask.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that guy. So yeah, are you guys gonna
Versus-
approach them,
Versus, it says you guys go ahead. I'm gonna try to get a better view of what's going on here, and he settles himself into the cross-legged clairvoyant casting position and begins his clairvoyance chant.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to sneak into the truck yard thing area. Can I do that?
You can, yeah. I assume you pulled the car up over here on the kind of near the building, so it's not visible by the car yard. So you're just kind of on the side of the road, basically.
Being all wired up by coffee, Siren automatically suddenly appears by the fence. He's like, "Hey, Lapis, what's up? What's up? I'm good. We're here.
That's right. I can't.
Want a
actually-
copy?
Lapis
Is there a
looks
window I
up.
can peek through?
The only window of JT's is that one that's in the second story up here. That big
Okay.
window up here. Lapis sees you coming around the corner, and she actually waves you over, kind of in a hurried, like anxious motion.
Who? Me?
Okay,
The elf
come on,
woman here.
Come on.
She spots you guys coming around the corner. I don't. If you were trying to sneak, Saren just straight up walked over here and started yelling things.
Come on, guys. Come on.
All right, I'll follow him over there.
Yeah. We're gonna have to put a muzzle on Saren.
Alright, as you approach the two figures in the back of the truck, the elf woman quickly waves you inside. She matches the description Red gave you as Lapis Lazuli, and her large trademark sword is currently pressed against the neck of the man next to her, who does not appear to be Crank. The young man is clutching his bloody leg, and his eyes are wide with fear. There's a bloody trail leading from his crumpled position in the truck over to the garage door.
So while they're having this conversation, I am casting clairvoyance, by the way.
Okay.
I'm doing my. I got 3 successes, so I've at least got the general. I think that's what it was. Like general without details view.
Does clairvoyance let you see on the astral plane or just on the physical?
Just physical, nothing astral about it. Yeah.
Okay. And where are you casting it?
Just straight inside. Into like where the garage.
In the garage. Okay. And that's kind of how big is that area? Would it be, it'd be able to fill a room, kind of?
It's whatever my vision is. Like if I was standing there.
Okay. So that's what you can see inside the room. You see blood. You see at least one bloody body on the ground. You see a dwarf woman who's dressed in kind of urban mage gear, and she is currently waving her hands, and her hands are kind of glowing around her. And this man, who does appear to match the description of Crank, is currently just kind of lying on his side without moving at all, just staring straight ahead, and he kind of has a little bit of a magical, like, mist around him.
Poor Crank.
That guy just can't win.
Yeah. I was about to have to run a memory check to remember what his name was.
You should have just gone to school like all the other kids.
That's what you can see.
Okay. I mean, they're still having their conversation or whatever.
So while you're sustaining it, I'll go ahead and let you keep the vision in here.
Okay.
But yeah, so are you guys gonna say anything, or what's going on over here?
Yeah, so what's going on with over here, Lapis?
Who's this guy? You want us to kill him?
The woman turns to you and says, "Good old Red, never one to leave a chummer behind." She grins, "Or his merchandise." And she nods to the few crates inside and scattered around the yard. She says, "So me and the new kid arrived early this morning to start loading the crates that the night crew'd been packing. These bastards must have been watching the place. As soon as we start loading the crates, the damn air in the building suddenly gets all weird and cold, and they materialized out of nowhere. The attack was fast and brutal. I got the upper hand on this one," and she gestures to the wide-eyed man next to her, "but the only reason we made it out is thanks to the brave bastard that cut the tension cord to the garage door. Unfortunately, he was also underneath it." And she glances back, and you see... Oops. This body, which is half pulverized under the very large steel garage door.
Yeah, you can't heal him.
Wait, he cut the cord to try to get out?
No, close the garage door.
He cut it to try and so we could try to escape out. But unfortunately, it slammed down on him before he could get out of there. He was the last one
Poor
alive
guy.
of the night crew.
I see.
All right, Ursa pulls out his clairvoyance and walks over there.
Unfortunately, I still think they have that damn kid in there, and it seemed like they knew him because they just got really crazy, angry, and irrational all of a sudden, and captured him and subdued him, and that's the main reason I was able to escape, was their attention was turned. And then I cut this asshole's Achilles as he was near the entrance and dragged his ass out here to try and get some answers.
How many are in there?
I think there were... Actually, she could roll... What is a memory test?
I have a 4 next to mine. I don't know.
That's just on the... oh, it's on the character sheet? Okay.
Attributes.
Yeah.
Let's roll her memory. 4 successes, okay. So she says...
Wow.
Yeah, she says, I'm pretty sure there was 4 of them, including this one. But one of them had to have been a mage. Or one of them had to be awakened, because they literally appeared out of nowhere, and the whole air felt really cold when they attacked.
Ursa is walking up at that point. He says, "That would be the dwarf mage casting some sort of spell on our friend Crank in the garage." I can't see any others, but I can see her.
She nods and
we should
says,
probably...
I'm glad you guys came. I had called Red, and was definitely trying to get some help down here, and he said the crew that he'd hired to help escort the team was he was going to contact you and get you guys to come out here. So everything went down about 15 or 20 minutes ago. I've kept this one alive, but I haven't really been able to do much while trying to keep him subdued back here, and I was just kind of waiting for you guys to show up and help me out, because unfortunately most of the product is still inside, and as far as I know, the gang's in there too. She doesn't cough. That was me coughing. Sorry, you say again?
Do you know if anyone's upstairs?
She said there might be now. I don't know what their situation is inside. I don't have eyes in there.
Alright, so we gotta save Crank, I guess, somehow. I feel bad if we just left him there after.
The product is more important. We gotta save the product.
Yeah, there is a lot of money in that product, but
Smoke them out.
I don't know.
Let's start burning part of the building down.
With Crank in there?
That's not going to save the product.
Yeah, it's not. It's gonna destroy it.
Once they run out, then we rush in and get it.
Oh. One
It's
more
alright,
coffee
it's
first,
fine.
Aaron.
There's like 4 guys in there. How are we gonna get in there? Ooh,
Who are they?
We could take Ursa's idea and hide inside of crates.
It's not. I don't know how that helps in this specific situation.
to the
Walter,
crane.
can you talk to the kid and see if you can get him to talk about who they are? So we know who we're up against?
Sure.
Lapis still has her, which, by the way, she has a giant JRPG character style Buster sword that she wields, and she reluctantly slowly slides it back from his neck, and the young man just takes a deep breath and just looks like he's just wide-eyed, just going from each of you around there. She slides it back and kind of nods to Falkirk.
Well, if you have any information you'd like to share with us freely right now, now would be the time.
You're going to tell us one way or another, kid.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
young kid just says, fuck you guys. He just kind of looks really anxious, kind of a little maybe panicky. But
Wrong answer.
he looks like he tries to shift his weight a little bit, and then he kind of cries out a little bit and grabs his ankle and he says, "Fucking bitch, cut my leg!"
Yeah, that'll happen.
Lapis turns over to him and she's like, "Oh fuck!" She says, "I'll cut your fucking tongue out next." And then he just kind of looks down and grunts.
Yeah, cut his other Achilles.
Can I put pressure on his wound?
You can. He's not technically bound right now. He's just literally kind of in a corner. So he might try and fight you away or something. He's not his hands aren't bound or anything.
Sure. Okay.
Can I grab his hands?
You can try to subdue him. Yeah. I believe that works like a called shot, but since he is currently super wounded, you'll probably get a modifier for that.
Okay.
Let me see where I wrote that down.
Well, you gentlemen
so
are trying to get more. Or sorry, go ahead.
Okay. You can use actually just to subdue, which you're kind of basically grappling somebody. You would use your unarmed combat skill. So you would roll like you're attacking somebody with your unarmed skill, and then you compare your strength plus net hits versus the defender's physical limit. And if yours is greater, then you grapple and immobilize the defender.
I don't have an unarmed skill.
So I'd recommend somebody that has good strength / unarmed combat skill to be the one that grapples.
I've got that, I think. Yeah, my unarmed is 1, which makes it, or 5.
Because yeah, their strength is insane, yeah.
Because I have insane strength, yeah.
Better than anyone else's, I think.
Okay. Alright, Ursa.
His physical limit is a 4.
I have to roll 4?
You'd have to roll 4 hits, but I can give you a positive modifier since. Well, you know what? I'll just minus his and make it so you'd have to roll 2, since he is. He can't use like the full breadth of his physical limit to defend against you, since he is like crippled almost.
Ursiv, teach this gentleman some manners.
Not quite.
Ursiv, yeah, the troll lumbers forward, tries to kind of grab him, thinking it'd be an easy pass, and he kind of dodges the last second and just slips through your fingers, and just manages to roll over a little bit. He cries out as he kind of hits his leg in the process, but he actually slips through your hands.
Which unarmed combat is agility, by the way, not strength. So it's.
Can I use my hacking to get
true.
the ID on this guy?
When you're just with the subduing, with subdue after, if you make it successful, then you compare your strength plus your net hits versus his physical limits.
Oh, okay.
So wait, so it. Oh yeah, you have to. Never mind, you have to hit him first. Go ahead, Raymond.
Can I use hacking to get an ID on this guy? Like,
you can try to search him or find. Ask if you found any ID on him or something.
Like, I mean, he's probably got a comm link or something on him, right?
You actually don't see anything on him at the moment. You don't see any comm link on him.
Well, I mean, I would just use the matrix and just reach out to this guy right here in front of me, right?
Well, he's not like a device. What do you?
Huh? But his device is hooked up to the matrix. Like when I get onto the matrix and look at his device.
Well, I'm telling you, he doesn't have a comm link on him.
Oh. Alright, well, I tried that, but it didn't work. It didn't have comm link.
Yeah. And you can ask. Lapis just kind of nods and says, I don't know if it fell off in the fight or if he didn't have one, but I didn't find any. He had this, and she flicks this fake sin at you, and it's like that rating 1. Says he's like a 60-year-old like Japanese man, and she's like, it's obviously fucking worthless fake.
All right, I'm gonna try to intimidate him. It's like, look, you're wounded. We've got 5 people here that are just woken up and not really feeling in the mood. So you're gonna tell us what we want to know.
We're cranky. Roll, yeah. Now, intimidation, is that versus... Is the opposed intimidation, or is that his charisma and willpower?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, most of them... what's the opposed test on intimidation? I should know that, but... most of them are versus charisma and willpower, but intimidation might be versus the opponent's intimidation for some reason.
It's intimidation plus willpower.
Is the defense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or says target roll. I assume that's defense. Versus character roll.
Switch my person. Okay, so intimidation. So it's his intimidation skill, basically intimidation and charisma.
Yeah, intimidation is intimidation and charisma, and then the defense is intimidation plus willpower.
Oh, the defense is intimidation plus willpower. Okay.
Yeah.
So I actually don't have a hotkey for that. I have to do that manually. So intimidation is 2,
Why?
willpower is 3. I'll say he's at least wounded. That much. Wait, so it's a 2? Why would that have been plus? Huh, okay. One success. Okay. He kind of nods and looks more willing to talk. What did you actually? Did you ask him a question or did you just talk? Yeah.
Oh man. Basically, just start spilling the beans. What's going on here? Why are you guys here?
He nods and says, "All right. Just fucking keep that crazy elf bitch away from me, and I don't want the big guy touching me either."
Don't worry, we got 2 other people that are way crazier than those.
They're not the crazy ones.
That's good.
Don't worry about the 2 that have touched you.
He says, "We were hired to loot this place and just strip it down and take it, anything of value. We didn't think we'd run into any damn trouble here. We knew we could take out the night crew, but this fucking sword-wielding crazy chick came out of nowhere and he starts like grunting.
What spell is the dwarf casting on our friend?
Sorry, there's too many people talking. What? One at a
Ask him
time.
what spell is the dwarf casting on our friend?
He grunts and says, "The dwarf's name is Christina, and I don't know what they're doing in there. Everything happened so fast. We were just trying to fight anybody that was in there and take them down really quick. I don't know what they're still doing in there, but you guys are going to be in some deep shit when they're ready to come out here and kill all of you."
Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't worry about that.
Who hired you?
He just looks real quiet and looks at the ground.
I won't ask again.
Roll for intimidation.
Surprisingly, I have that.
Nice.
Not great, but I have it.
I'm gonna move over here.
So that was intimidation plus willpower.
Okay, one great.
Yes.
He looks like the fight is just kind of drained out of him after you talk to him, and he says, "Look, I don't really know anything. I mean, my brother Sam just tells us what to do, and he got some message from somebody. He didn't know who it was. They wouldn't even give their name, but they offered us a lot of money if we went in there and mess with the computer. Something about the computer record, security camera feeds. I don't know. But Sam told us that we could keep anything in there that we looted and found, and that was part of our payment." And all those words just kind of spill out of him like just kind of a tiresome, just vomit word bath. Like he's just so like exhausted and scared. He just kind of said all that in a jumble. And then after he says that, he just kind of looks really like glum and sour, like the whole fight's kind of been taken out of him. He just kind of looks to the ground.
Alright. Can I motion everyone for like a sidebar away from him?
Sidebar?
Do you want to like bind him, or how do you want to? Or just kind of? I mean, he's in the truck right now, so it's not like.
Yeah, can we just have Lapis stare at him threateningly?
Guard him.
Yeah.
Guard him.
Pull Lapis' sword back out.
You do it. You reach over and pull her sword out.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. So she nods. You don't have to roll for to instruct her to do that, and she doesn't actually pull the sword out. She just kind of slides down to the end of the truck, pulls out like a cigarette, lights it up, and just kind of stares at him every once in a while, and he just kind of cowers into the truck.
Alright. So, at the aside, I'm like, so, do you just want to try to reason with these people, or just go in there and guns blazing?
As much as I hate to say it, it sounds as though the same people who blew up JT's bar have not finished with the man. Or not JT's bar, Jeremiah's bar. This sounds like the work of the same people trying to do the same job. So my guess is these men will not simply go quietly.
Well, I mean, maybe the men who hired them won't go quietly, but I feel like these are just on a job looking for scrap and stuff from the auto yard to sell.
Yeah, but there's also that comment about messing with the cameras.
And the dwarf concerns me. I have no idea what magic she's weaving in there. Foul magic.
Black magic woman.
Alright.
Dirty dwarves.
Yeah, because as soon as we start talking with these guys...
You're gonna earn a racist like negative quality here. You start talking shit about dwarves. Or a prejudice, I think it's called.
You saw how scared this guy was to talk to us. I imagine that whoever ordered them here is even scarier, and I doubt they will cooperate.
Alright.
How about this? How about we try to sneak in, or some of us try to sneak in, preferably not belly flopping, and get as close as we can. Try to talk to them. Let's see, and then if not, we'll just kill them all. We've got the kid.
How about this? I could probably hack into the computer and project your face on there if you wanted to talk to them. Through the computer.
Alright. So,
'Cause right now, the kid is a good person to keep as a bargaining tool, because his brother is the one
sure,
who
but they
sent him.
have Skank or
Great.
Crank or
Skank.
whatever.
Why do you guys hate my name so much?
I couldn't remember.
There was a
Just
trying-
said Skank, I was like, oh yeah. So I'm hearing that there's actually 2 to 3 of you that actually want to negotiate with these people first, try to talk them out of it.
You try to talk to him. While you're trying to talk to him, I'm going to try to get a better sense of what's going on inside, what the layout is, where everybody's at.
Alright.
If
Someone
they
will offer 2,000 yen if they'll just come out, hands up.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to take
Sounds
cover
good.
behind this car.
Alright, I'll try to talk to him then, and I guess let him know the terms. We trade
So we're keeping
hostages
the
and they get
kid.
2,000.
to walk away,
Oh no, we're keeping the kid.
How are you gonna talk to him? Who are you talking to?
You said there was a dwarf mage in there? In the
There
garage
is.
area?
yes.
Okay. Wasn't there a door?
There's I think there's the big great door, like the garage door over
this
here.
is
I think.
this is the big garage door, which has currently
Isn't there
been.
a smaller door over here?
There's just a front door out here, and then there's the window over here. Those are the only entrances you guys can see.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the front door and sort of, I guess, open the crack and yell in there.
I'm gonna try to do clairvoyance again. See if I can get a little bit deeper.
I'll follow behind Falkirk to be his backup.
Yeah.
So
Cover the door in case things go bad. And Saren just, I don't know, try to hack into
Whatever you can.
whatever. Yeah, just try to disrupt whatever's going on in there.
They're
It is
trying
It
a
to.
says,
computer.
you want me to just stay here with the truck and the loser back here? Does anybody have some handcuffs or something we can restrain him?
I don't have any.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
So just knock them out.
Nah.
She's like, I'm
Go
alright
with
with
the
that.
left
I can. I've been trained with the pommel of the blade as much as the pointy end.
All right. Yeah, restrain him, and we could always use the backup.
Alright, so you guys can use one handcuffs to place on him, which he will fight briefly, but we'll assume that you can eventually hook him on. You're just handcuffing him to him.
Struggle.
Yeah. He's actually not struggling near as much as he was earlier.
Handcuff him to like the bumper of the car so he doesn't have a chance to run away either.
Yeah, make sure
Something-
he's tied to the car in some way.
Okay. And then Lapis will She'll actually, oops, crap, put that blood spill. She'll walk over here with the Ursive kind of near the garage door and just have her sword out and ready. She'll just kind of be pacing a little bit back and forth around here. Actually, she'll go over to this body and like check on this guy and just start kind of sighing and tisking and then kind of like going through his pockets.
Did we determine how many meters each of these squares are? 'Cause I need to know how much space
I had to
see
house rule a lot of that
there.
stuff because I had to use my own like distance system. But I know walk rate is agility times 2, and I said you guys could move 1 square as a walk. So if your average agility is 3 or 4, I guess that makes it that many meters. Somewhere between like 5 and 10 meters, maybe. I mean, it seems really high because obviously you guys are. If you're adjacent square, that seems like you're right next to each other.
Right.
Whereas 5 or 10 meters is like a pretty good distance. So I don't. It just doesn't really make sense when you break down their whole meter usage to me.
Yeah, those vehicles are about 10 yards across.
Right. It just doesn't. That doesn't add up. So I don't like. Essentially, we have to somehow translate all their fucking distance things because they don't really make sense to me.
Maybe like 3 or 4 squares is 5 meters or something.
Probably.
You know?
Well, you know what? I did do that with the range stuff too. I'd have to find the because I changed the range of weapons. So I said, okay, I said for like pistol 0 to 5 meters is anything within 3 squares, if that makes sense.
Okay.
So we can say 3 squares is 5 meters.
Is yes.
Okay. I just need to know because because for clairvoyance, the range has to do with how much force I'm using.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, and the problem is though, it's always like way bigger to me. Like they say like this thing's 100 meters, and I'm like, 100 meters? Like that's a fucking long distance.
That's
like,
a long distance, yeah.
So
It's a long ways away.
I might house rule some of your ranges if they seem like really crazy.
So my range is force times magic, and my magic is 6. So, oh shit, this is math. So
Math.
I can,
Saren, do you want to try to find something to hack into? See if you can be prepared to disrupt them before we start these negotiations that I'm sure will go swimmingly.
Yeah.
so I'm going to assume that from where I'm standing to the other end of the building is 25 meters. That's just sort of a guesstimate based on what we said.
To the other
So
side
I
of
need
the
to-
building.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good distance, so yeah.
That should be enough, yeah. Keep in mind that
So,
that
yeah.
section over here is like an upstairs window that's technically more like here. Remember, because this is a whole upstairs area that I had to kind of layer on
Okay.
at the side, because Roll20 doesn't let you do like levels.
Okay. and
So
I'm gonna-
the building's
I'm
not
gonna cast
quite as wide as you think it is on this map.
it- Okay. I'm just going to cast it with a force of 4, which is 24 meters. So that should be plenty.
I'm gonna log into the Matrix.
That was not a very
Okay.
good roll.
11 dice, 2 hits.
Yeah. So that means I can see vague shapes but no details.
What are you, Falkirk?
You really Falkirked up there, Roll, didn't you? So you see vague shapes, but not details. Okay, so instead of revealing, I will kind of describe. So can you like move through doors and stuff, or how does that work? Do you just get to see?
Yes. Every combat turn, I can move the point to where whatever to another point that I can see. I think. Let me see. Let me read that again.
So I'm gonna do a search on the Matrix to see
Okay,
what
yeah,
sort of
I'll
icons
just-
I can see.
Okay, I'll get you as soon as.
The visual point may be moved to any other point within range of the spell as a complex action.
Okay,
So I can
so
just
I'm
move the
assuming
point
your
down
initial
within-
one is back into that garage.
Okay, so yeah, I'm back in the garage. Am I still seeing the 2 people?
Yeah, so you still see the dwarf mage overlooking what looks to be Crank. He is kind of
Okay.
he's in the exact same position as before and kind of has like a glowing aura around him. She appears to be kind of looking side to side, trying to like you can kind of vaguely make out her shape as she's standing still, but her head's kind of on a swivel.
Okay.
Everything else you still see is what you saw before. There's a dead body on the ground. There's some. You might be able to make out blood. You can see the car still there. That's what the room looks like.
Okay.
Saren.
I'm gonna
Well, okay, so you're in. I'm gonna try to do this like multiple, like everybody can do something like
right,
on
like,
top
like
of each
turn
other.
orders, kind
Right.
of. Yeah.
Even though we're not technically in combat yet. So Saren, you can you step into the matrix and look for any devices that are running. You notice there is a video camera here and a video camera here, which are the same cameras from before when you were at JT's. Neither of them are running silent. You see JT's computer system is here, and you don't actually see any. You don't see any drones that are active on the matrix around here, or any other devices.
No, like guns or anything hooked up.
No. I guess you might. Well, would you be able to see a smart link system? You might have to be. Actually, no. If you'd be able to just see that automatically, I think you'd have to be searching for that or something. But you can definitely see the video cameras in the computer system.
Okay. So what do you want me to do if I want to hack into the video cameras?
You can certainly hack into them. Using
Start
the
with
hack
the
on the.
fees.
Yeah, either the hack on the fly or the whatever the brute force one is. To try
Oh, to
and.
place a mark?
Yeah, to put a mark on there, which I think just with one mark, I think you can just look through a camera, I think. It shouldn't be too hard. Meanwhile, Falkirk and Mauta, you guys can be doing stuff while those guys are doing that.
Okay, can we just wait until the hacking's done?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to give everybody like a chance to, if they want to be doing something while...
Yeah,
What's
I
going
think
on?
we should get as much information as possible before we start talking to these people.
Alright, you guys are just sitting on the... kind of over by the street.
Yeah, crouching down, waiting for some kind of signal from the other guys.
Alright.
How much time do I have? I mean, okay. Well, I'll start with the furthest camera.
Yeah, so right now you guys haven't heard any noise from in there, although also all the, obviously, doors are closed.
Yeah, I'm gonna do hack on the fly to put a mark on the furthest camera, since I'm assuming Ursa told us what he saw on the main floor.
Okay.
Yeah, that I told you guys before I even did this round of it. Before I walked up.
So 5 to put a mark on that camera, and then
Wow. That's
5
a really good
successes
roll.
should definitely do it. Yeah, I forgot what is the opposed again? It's device rating times 2, I
Camera
think.
becomes alive.
it's intuition plus firewall.
Ugh. So
It's got to be a device rating thing.
it's got to be device rating. 'Cause the dude
I think
doesn't
it might
have,
be device rating times 2. Because
Yeah.
device rating is like the default one. It's kind of like
Yeah,
like machinery
that's-
stuff.
I
It doesn't
agree.
have like a sheet.
So he gets to roll. Ha! Actually rolled pretty
Wow.
good, but
Jesus.
you still rolled better. Which one were you
It couldn't
hacking?
have won.
That far one.
No, it couldn't have won. The one in the lobby.
Man, that's still a really
No,
good
the-
roll, though.
Yeah.
Furthest one.
Okay.
The one that you said was right there.
Okay. So you are able to look through that one, and that one is. Looks like it is currently looking. Yeah. It's kind of on a
Will you let me
swivel.
hack it?
It's kind of on a swivel, back and forth, in this little lobby area. So it's like swiveling up here, and then it's swiveling down here, and then back and forth. So you recognize the interior of JT's, the front entrance. Obviously, the new thing is there's a dead body on the floor and a pool of its own blood. And you notice that whenever the camera swivels over here, one of these shelves, the heavy-ass metal shelves, has actually been shoved over in front of the front door. Over here, effectively
Oh, that's what that thing is.
blocking the door.
I'm going to share this feed with everybody's comlink.
Okay.
And then I say, hey guys, here's one camera showing the front door. Looks like it's
I'm
blocked.
gonna move my visual point into the computer room, the office or whatever.
Okay. You see a figure, looks like a human, furiously typing away on the computer. He looks, well, can't tell what he looks like, because you just said that was like gray blob kind of thing. So, you see JT's computer area, his desk, his shit is kind of all. You see a bunch of like papers, everything's, well, whatever, disheveled. I guess iPads are the papers now. But you see that there's a figure in the computer room. Appears to be like furiously typing away, working on the computer.
And what were they taking from in there, guys?
They're trying to do something with the security feed. I don't know what though. They said that their job was to alter the security feeds or do something with the security feeds, but they were promised whatever that loot they could grab while they were doing it.
Okay.
So the front door is blocked.
Yeah, is there any way to lift the garage door?
Lift weight is, I think it's 15 kilograms per point of strength. Damn this game for their stupid metric system. Kilogram, I believe, is 2 pounds. It's like 2.2 pounds.
33 pounds.
So 15, it would be like 30 pounds per point of strength you can lift. Which is, so what if you have 4 strength, you can do 120 pounds. It's going to be more than that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's under attribute tests. Lifting 152. The baseline lifting weight is 15 kilograms per point of strength. Anything more than that requires a strength plus body test. Okay, so you do get to roll. So your baseline is basically 30. What is, let's see, 2.2 times 33 pounds per point of strength. So what you guys can lift without even rolling is 33 pounds per point of strength. And then you can roll your strength plus body test, and each hit increases the max weight lifted by another 33 pounds.
Okay.
With a strength and body test.
So how heavy is the door?
That door is... that is a solid 200 pounds. So it's certainly not... I mean, it's definitely lift. I mean, it's just a big garage door. It's a little more like heavy duty, but it's not like, you know, insurmountable. But the problem is you would have to lift it. Like, there's no way to just magically open it. So.
So at this point, I think we need to stop the person typing on the computer as fast as possible.
Yeah.
So if myself or Ursa, since you're closest, just lifts the garage door and I can come over there and start, I guess, yelling for them to stop what they're doing, but, you know, I think you just open the door, I'll start yelling, and I'm sure they won't respond to that, and we just gotta be prepared to start shooting.
Well,
Yeah.
if you give me time, I can start hacking into the computer.
Oh, yeah?
You try to get into the computer that he's typing on.
Yeah.
Stop whatever he's doing.
Alright.
Out.
Gotta do it fast.
Alright, so I'm gonna do hack on the fly. Where's my thing? Yeah, I'm gonna try to put 2 marks on, since I don't know how much time Eric will give us. That's modifier -4. So, this is me trying to put 2 marks.
Man, I'm a champ at rolling those.
Jesus.
Those like four dice rolls.
Yeah.
So what do we decide? Opposed is like technically nothing bad happens, but nothing good happens either. It's like a stalemate. So you kind of run up against the computers like just basic kind of firewall anti-hacking attempts, and it doesn't trigger anything. It doesn't alert anybody, but neither does it let you in. You are rebuffed.
Can I try again?
Yes. You don't see anything else happening inside at the moment.
And then while he's doing that, can I move my visual point farther in?
Sure. Time is passing as you guys are doing this.
Yes.
I put 2 marks or 1 mark.
Just making my way over the fence.
Yeah, gotta be starting to go over there right now.
I'm gonna try again. 2
Okay.
marks.
Excuse me.
Oh wait, that was Eric. Not as
All
good a roll.
right, you are able to hack on the fly and sneakily put some marks in the computer.
Well, I need to put 1 more mark.
So you can see that you need 3 marks to hack computers?
Well, I was gonna reboot the computer, and that takes 3 marks.
Interesting, okay. I'm glad you know that, because I do not know these intricate device matrix things.
What can you do with 2? Not.
I mean, nothing. I don't know if I can do anything to stop him. Like, there's other things I could do, like edit it or, I mean, just think of anything you could do to a computer, but nothing really seems like I could stop him other than rebooting it.
Right.
Smart.
And that would give us time.
Yes.
So I'm gonna put 1 more mark.
That's alright. That's an alright roll.
All right.
Eric,
You
fucked that
marked
one up.
the hell out of that computer.
So I got 3 marks, and then now I'm going to use the reboot program, reboot device.
Okay. So
It's
you are
3
able
marks.
to, to the
computer
matrix
plus
space, you
logic
can, you see the
Versus willpower
computer.
versus firewall.
Oh, that's something I have to roll opposed to?
Mm-hmm. That's what it says.
What is the, sorry, what was the roll? I was talking over you.
Well, it says willpower plus firewall, but
I mean, nobody owns this computer right now, so it's just like its own device, essentially.
mm-hmm.
So it doesn't even get, like, willpower roll.
So I don't know what you want to roll against it.
Do you roll again? Do you roll again to do that, or do you just?
Yeah, I have to roll computer.
Okay.
So I guess you could just see it's not successful and just rebooting the program then.
Yeah, I think that's basically to see if you glitch or not. If you get any successes. Barely.
Not a great roll, but
All right, so you are able to. You don't see the computer after you have that many marks on it. You don't see the computer obviously putting up any of its own fight. You are able to access its main systems, and you shut the computer down, essentially rebooting it. You guys hear the garage door is pretty thick. You can't really make out very well, but I'm assuming you guys are kind of paying attention to what's going on as much as you can. You kind of hear some faint cursing from inside.
And then I say, guys, I just managed to reboot the computer to buy us some time.
Nice.
This is Windows 20. It'll give us maybe 10 minutes.
Windows 20. I'm sure. It's only been 50 years.
Bill Gates is still around, but he's just ahead on a
Yeah,
software
yeah,
now.
he's ahead now.
yeah.
He's in the head
Jar.
museum. He gets fed
All right.
flakes.
Since we have time now, I think Ursiv should maybe open the garage door a crack and see if we can negotiate something.
All right.
Can I, before he does that, can I just like lay down and go prone underneath this car so that way I have
I
my
think it's a
gun
good
out?
idea. Just have your gun ready in case we need you to do something.
And you guys are
Rifle out.
technically readying a weapon is supposed to take an action in combat. So and then we didn't really do that last session at all. But during combat, readying a weapon is supposed to take an action. To where I don't think you're allowed to like ready and fire at the same turn unless you specifically try to do like a quick draw move. So readying your weapons, in other words, you definitely want to say that you are taking out your weapon and have it ready. Yeah, like before combat encounters or something. So
Yeah, I'm setting up
That's
this.
what I'm doing.
okay, which gun do you have?
I'm
My
actually
weapon's
gonna
always
have
ready.
my sniper rifle because I'm so far away. I don't want to have to deal with the negative modifiers.
Okay,
So-
I don't know if going prone gives you attacking bonuses.
It
I
should.
know. I think it gives you defensive bonuses. Yeah, it might. I'd have to pull up the actual range
I
modifiers.
think the only weapon to give you the attacking bonus with would be a sniper rifle, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean that's not Shadowrun rules. That's just
Logic.
Roger.
Video
Yeah,
rules?
I mean, obviously I can always.
Rules.
Yeah.
I'm just standing off to the side of Ursa behind the wall, so I don't get hit by anything.
Looks like you got a massive nosebleed.
Yeah.
It's like trailing
Massive nosebleed.
shooting out of his nose.
I get really nervous in these situations, guys.
Just bleed so terribly.
Alright, before I pull out of the clairvoyance, Eric, I moved it into the lobby as a function of the last move. What did I see when I did that?
In the lobby.
I moved it to, like, here.
Okay. You see the stairs going upstairs to the overhead balcony. You see, again, shelves everywhere. The place looks about half ransacked and empty. Part of that is because of the shipping crates, and then part of that is there's just kind of shit like everywhere. It looks like it has been like looted a little bit. You don't see actually any people in the lobby. You just see there's that dead that body on the ground, and then the shelves everywhere.
Okay. Alright, I pull out of the clairvoyance and stand up. And just tell everyone that
Now, do you have to
thus
roll
far,
drain?
I'll do-
Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, I do. I do need to roll drain.
I don't think we did drain earlier when you did clairvoyance either.
No, we didn't.
You should be
It's
draining every
generally
time you cast spells. But
Negligible.
yeah, it's fine.
Let's see, what is it?
I take my gun out.
I put on my robe and wizard hat.
I forget. Drain on clairvoyance is F-3, so 5 minus 3 is 2. I don't think I can even fail that, but
Yeah.
Cool.
You're probably rolling like, what, 9 or 10 dice or something?
I think 9. It's willpower and magic, right? Or willpower and intuition? Willpower and intuition.
No. Yours is
No?
charisma and
Charisma.
willpower, because you're a shaman.
Okay. Alright, well, it's the same thing anyway.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm
So,
fine.
yeah, you resist all the
I
drain
feel
effects.
better after casting this.
Even better. I feel
I feel
invigorated.
Alright, I step out of it. I only see the two inside, the dwarf mage and someone apparently ineffectually attempting to hack the computer. I don't see any others. Everyone ready for me to lift this door?
I'm ready.
I've got my gun ready.
Lapis
My mouth
says,
is
Lapis says, are we charging him? Are we gonna just try to talk to him first? What do you? I mean, it's gonna be pretty obvious once we open this door that it's opening.
Yeah, I'm yelling at him first to see if we
Yeah,
can.
Lapis. Stand on the side. Don't come out unless it comes hairy.
She nods and has her sword in the ready, and she's kind of she kind of actually sticks to the side, so she's not actually like fully exposed.
So,
she's kind of using.
I am
part of
the
this.
only one exposing himself.
As
Sounds
a
wrong.
good leader,
Just,
that's what I did.
So keep your legs a little wider open than normal, so that way I have a clear shot just in case.
I definitely stand far enough aside so that I'm not between Mauta and the woman I know is inside.
Okay.
I am not standing in
Trying not
between
to
the
stand
two
in
of
front of
them, so-
Malta. Yeah, that's probably a good call.
Yes. I don't know where is
All
she.
in.
I don't see her.
She's
icon.
right behind you right now.
Oh,
Right there.
so he's standing here now.
Okay.
Under the car.
I see her.
Well, now you're in my way.
Oh, I don't see her here. I don't know where the door's at actually. So.
Get out of the way.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you should. Sorry, I didn't reveal that one little area, did I?
Nope.
Yeah, it's okay. There we go. That'll be a little easier.
That whole thing is the door.
This whole
Okay.
this whole gray part from
Oh,
here
okay.
to
Garage door.
yeah, it's huge.
Okay.
Here to
Then I'm
here.
good. So I'll stand right in the middle.
I'm gonna stand the furthest possible.
Yes.
Is there any, like where I'm standing, is there cover?
Yeah. I mean, there's like a wall here. The door does not go all the way to the edge. Yeah, that's kind of what Lapis is doing on the other side.
All
Alright,
we
so
said
what-
33 per strength.
33 per point of strength is what you can baseline lift.
I
Do you even lift, bro?
I can base lift 165. Do I need to roll my?
It is I said it was 200 pounds. So
Okay.
What's
Let
your
me- I'll-
strength?
5.
You're like the weakest
Wow.
troll ever.
Mine's a 6.
Is it really?
Well, I'm telling you, man, those skinny, wiry elves, man. I'm telling you, they always just beat the shit out of you.
My body's a 6 at least. He is a mage.
Your body's a 10,
Troll.
sir. Yeah, that's true. He's a mage.
Alright.
Maybe you should ask Falkirk to give you a hand.
Well, I can lift it plenty in now, so now I got 10, so that's 330. Now I can lift 330 pounds.
Like the garage
just-
door out.
Ow.
He just lifts it and just shoves it over his head.
Are you okay? So are you lifting it fully above you? So you're given like
Yes.
8
Yeah.
foot clearance here. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get enough clearance so I could talk through there, but okay.
Exciting.
I'm
Ursif gets super
preparing-
excited.
I'm preparing for anyone needing to do anything at this point.
Well, that could come handy because then they'll be like super shocked all of a sudden.
Mhm.
The door is just like above their heads, and
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the door opens. Immediately, you see the dwarf woman inside. She looks up and looks startled. And I'm gonna need. Wait, why is there turn order here? Let me delete these.
Initiative rolls.
Yes, everyone is going to need to roll for initiative.
Alright.
what are these buttons to do that?
Those are
Go into
initiative
your character sheet. There should be a button in your character sheet.
Ah, alright, fine.
That was terrible.
Where did mine go?
Alright.
Make sure you're selecting your token, I think.
Yes.
Mine was selected.
I remember it this time.
Alright, let me do it again.
Wow.
There we go. 12.
18's a pretty good initiative.
Yeah, so you didn't actually ask anything about her, but she's pretty cool. Oh, my NPC.
Well, we assume she's super swordsman lady. That's presumed based on her luck.
Swordsman.
Wow, Ursa managed to get 12 both times.
Crank. So many NPCs and things to juggle.
Oh boy.
What have I done?
Does Craig know we're on his side? Last time we saw him, we were fighting to the death.
I assume he's been turned by red.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, he probably does know.
Turned. This makes it sound like Red's a vampire.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't
He
know how
could be,
did this.
could be.
I just nod my head and take money.
It does seem strangely cult-like how he was able to turn like an enemy combatant into one of his own.
As a free action, Christina, as soon as you guys obviously was opening the door, I mean that kind of took one solid motion, but obviously she was sitting there like looking at the door open. She kind of just yells like, "They're coming in!" All right. Hopefully that is everybody. Now, is there a way to put this in order without me having to do it manually?
Probably not. Oh, it actually selects if you roll over.
Sending. Here we go.
Hey guys, guess who gets to go last?
Oh.
I feel like your character rather is like the ultimate like sniper, where she like takes all the time she needs to line up her shot.
I'll
One
take
shot's all you need.
it. Hey, worked last
Falkirk, you are up first.
Alright. I'm going to try to negotiate with them.
Actually, wait, I forgot. I forgot somebody. Sorry.
time. No, you're not.
Oh, I'm not. Wow, really? That's a terrible roll.
That is a terrible roll.
I think
That's a
it's-
Falkirk roll.
I think it's hidden from you guys. Rolling. Oh no, that does show it, doesn't it? 1-1-2. That's fantastic.
Astral initiative.
Astral
What?
initiative. What? Okay, so Falkirk, you are first.
Alright. I'm going to attempt to negotiate with them. Look, we've got.
So you're still like what is your dude doing right now? You're kind of at the corner,
I am-
peeking out, or
Yeah, just up against the wall, full cover, sort of bending down to yell through the door at them, saying, "We've got your man. We've got a bunch of people out here. We're not looking to fight. We don't want any fights, any deaths. We got 2,000 Yuan. Your computer's just, down, restarted, whatever. Just trade hostages. Let's go our separate ways. We're good."
I guess roll for con. Is that the best social roll in this situation?
That was negotiation.
That feels like
That's
negotiation.
Oh yeah, that's true. You can use negotiation, which is
Doesn't matter.
charisma and willpower, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'll roll to
it's,
see if. And I assume you're talking to the dwarf woman, or that's the only person you can see in the room.
Yeah, whoever.
Whoever can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're just announcing it into the room. Gotcha.
Hey,
Oh my.
that almost.
We might need to use some initiative.
And that's charisma plus
edge.
willpower. Almost glitched it too.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah.
Intimidation
For a negotiation,
or negotiation.
Yeah, I think it's charisma willpower.
or did they roll their negotiation? I should just do all opposed as charisma willpower. That would just make, because I'm always having to look this shit up.
Just make. Yeah, I
It
don't know.
should just be like the baseline, like defense against social stuff. Alright, so her charisma and willpower is actually pretty good because she's a mage.
It says negotiation plus charisma.
Okay, if you guys are negotiating. So you're basically trying to negotiate to pay them plus trade hostages?
Yeah. From $2,000, we trade friends, go on our way.
Yeah, you're right. It's negotiation plus charisma. Page 141.
Okay. Oof. She, you notice the woman kind of
Jesus.
turns your attention to you. She seems to give you the, kind of takes your words in and thinks about it. And she kind of looks to the side over to the, this door and says, "Hey, Sam, you getting this?"
Ah, the brother.
And Sam says, you hear a voice through the computer room. It's awkward because it's not his initiative yet, so I don't want him to actually do anything.
Right.
And then he says, you just hear a voice that says, "Are they the ones that fucked with the computer?"
Yep.
She says, "Yeah, I think they said they shut the computer down. How many of you all are out there?"
Enough.
Roll intimidation. Enough.
Enough.
No?
Belly flop.
Which is her.
Yeah, that's totally enough.
Should be charisma plus willpower.
Charisma plus willpower.
Uh-huh.
That's actually Falkirk counting out loud. Like 1, 2, enough. Holy shit.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Wait, why can't I select him?
I think this roll 20 thing is like rigged for the GM.
I can actually roll his as well. For some reason, it's not letting me select anybody right now. I don't know why.
If you're rolling for multiple people, you just choose whoever has the highest.
Well, they're not a group mob, though. They are separate entities.
Oh.
Okay, so Christina kind of narrows you suspiciously, and you don't seem to hear anything else from the room in here. So do you want to take any other actions with your pass, since that was technically a free action? So it's kind of confusing. It's happening kind of concurrently as you're talking, but I'll let you do another action kind of like while these proceedings are going on. Otherwise, I have to go to the next initiative pass.
Right.
Yeah, negotiating during combat seems like
It's a little janky, yeah. And I'm giving you some leeway, but ultimately the dwarf woman looks more suspicious now, and then you don't see anything else coming from in there. I know why I said the objects GM layer. Okay, that's why.
What if I sweeten the pot with a butterscotch candy?
Alright, so are you taking any actions?
What's it going to take to talk this out?
The dwarf kind of glances at the door some more, and turns back to you and says, how about you guys drop your weapons and get back in your truck and drive away. Let us finish up here. Nobody has to get hurt.
I got this bottle of alcohol. We can talk this over a shot.
Should we leave? Is that...
No, we can't leave. All the shipment, all the products.
Sorry, Red. They asked us to leave.
Can I respond?
Yeah.
Oh crap.
I wasn't prepared for that.
I don't want to respond.
Can we each send a representative just sort of hash this out? Because I don't think we can leave without our stuff.
She's like, you'd have to close that door. Might be getting a little drafty in here. And maybe we can try and talk through some other means. But and she keeps like kind of looking over at, glancing like nervously at this door and this door. And go ahead and roll a perception test.
She's stalling us.
Okay, as far as you can tell, you don't notice anything weird about her behavior.
When it matters, I roll first.
Your attention is focused on just like the general room and like trying to pay attention to what's going on in there.
Trying to come up with his next lie. We have 1,000 people out here.
Alright, so if you don't want to do anything else, you have to move to the next initiative pass.
Yeah, at this point, it's just, I got no other negotiation stuff.
Alright, so next is Lapis. She will attempt... She kind of looks at you questioningly and then motions, like kind of with her hand real quick, like a... I'm not going to try to do it with my hand, it's going to look dumb. But essentially, she's making a sneaking motion inside, kind of as the woman has been talking to you.
I shrug and nod. Sure.
If you want, it's up to you.
Lapis kind of sighs and shrugs her head, and will attempt to... Oh, I did the wrong person. That's supposed to be Lapis. So she will attempt to sneak, and she can. Let's see, what were my running rules? So Walking is a free action, move 1 square. Running, free action, -2. To all actions, move 2 squares. So she will go ahead and move. Oh shit, I'm gonna grab that. So she will go ahead and kind of sneak run, I guess, but not do any other action. And she will be able to make 2 squares inside, and then I have to roll Dwarf's Perception. Okay, so Christina does not notice the elf woman sneaking along the sides with her giant sword in hand.
Dragging it along the ground.
Can I yell out?
Dragging
Way to
along.
sneak into there. That was a good job.
I don't think they saw you yet. Next is Crank here, who will spend his turn trying to resist the control action spell currently placed upon him, which I believe is what roll, Ursiv? Willpower and something? Logic and willpower?
It is. With my spell. Yeah, logical willpower.
Okay. So he has to spend
Minus the
his
force
turn.
of the spell.
Well, that's the threshold he's trying to beat, right?
Yes. Well, no, his roll is logic plus willpower minus the force of the spell. And the force of the spell is also the number that he's trying to hit.
Is it really minus the force of the spell, too?
Yes.
I
Yeah.
didn't see that on the thing.
Well, that's control thoughts. Maybe control actions is different. But it's also whatever it's okay. It's logic plus willpower minus force every turn until they hit the same number of net hits that the spell hit.
Right. Because I know
And
it's
it's
cumulative. Excuse me. It's like an extended test, right?
Right.
Like every turn.
So
they work
whatever
to do it.
whatever her net hits were whenever she cast the spell,
Right.
that's what he's working towards. Yeah.
But he has to roll his 2 stats minus the force of the spell as a negative modifier.
Right. Yep.
That seems pretty harsh.
It does seem pretty harsh.
Control actions.